All right, so once again, I'm sitting outside of the gym. So I'm just going to start calling these little sessions my sitting outside of the gym chronicles. I wanted to touch briefly on the Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson um, debacle that's been in the media as of late. I just wanted to add my 2 cents, like everyone else, but I feel this is a teaching moment for those women who are trying to grow and to get out of the same old habits and cycles from the past. Klay and Megan were not married. There should have been no expectation of commitment because there was no commitment. You are single until you are married. Now, I'm not sitting here from a seat of judgment because we've all played boo boo and been the fool at some point. But I see a lot of women on social media in an uproar because they're like, oh, how could Klay do her so wrong? And he had her cooking Thanksgiving dinner at his parents' house, and he bought a house with her, and he bought a Rolls Royce for her, and all of those things. Well, the thing about it is, what's the purchase of a home or a car to a multi-millionaire? And then I've even heard people saying things like, oh, we didn't know who Klay Thompson was until he got with Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, this man has won 4 NBA championships before he got with Megan Thee Stallion. So that's irrelevant. But the point here is, why would a man buy the cow if he gets the milk for free? Again, I'm not sitting here from a place of judgment because we have all made some bad calls. But you being his ride or die, you holding him down through thick and thin, accepting all types of mistreatment from a man is not going to get you brownie points. It's not going to get you a ring. What makes you, and when I say you, I'm talking about, I call them modern women because they have this mentality that just defies a lot of logic. And that's no shade, but it's just the truth. It's like their mentalities and their level of wisdom does not advance as they age, because we all know that age is not an indicator of wisdom. People are reaching these really big ages and they're not learning lessons from the past. The cycles that you refuse to acknowledge and correct will continue to repeat. So Megan Thee Stallion had this whirlwind of a relationship with Klay Thompson, and things went badly. Apparently, there are allegations of cheating or infidelity. I'm not really sure how there's infidelity or cheating when there's no marriage. But again, the worldly standard of dating with purpose is, anyway. So the point is, she released a statement. I don't remember if it was like her Twitter or Instagram, X, whatever they call it nowadays, where she made the comments that now he has cold feet, and he had her all at his parents' house cooking Thanksgiving dinner and all these things that they had done together, and marriage was apparently a conversation that was had at some point. And she also mentioned something that a lot of people seem to be overlooking. These women tend to be overlooking the statement where she said that he had some mood swings, and there was a lot of terrible behavior, poor behavior, I believe was her terminology, coming from him, particularly during his NBA season. So what it sounds like to me is, she got with Klay. He said all the right things. He did all the right things. She thought that she was in a relationship that was advancing towards marriage. And then perhaps she was blindsided and with him cheating or possibly stepping out with another woman or other women. But you accepted poor behavior. Admittedly, you accepted poor behavior from him. Anytime that you accept disrespect from a man, regardless of the form of the disrespect, he respects you less. And so what she said, and all that she said, although she, I'm sure, is very hurt, because we have all been in situations where we have been very hurt by a man that we were in a relationship with, or young boy, whatever you want to call him. But ladies, we have to get smarter. You can't allow full access excuse me, you can't allow full access to a man when he has not earned that right. If that man is not your husband, he does not deserve full access. Stop confusing proximity and familiarity with commitment, or that there's something solid. You see, we all say we want respect from a man, but it is our job as women to give the men something to respect. even if 95% of the situation, the fallout or the ending of the relationship is Klay Thompson's fault, there's still 5% that Megan added to the equation. What is it about her that perhaps made him change his mind about what he was doing with her? Or maybe the entire time he never intended to have a long-term committed relationship with her. She may have just been an experience. I mean, how many people can say, oh, I had Meg Thee Stallion? Now, don't get me wrong. I believe that Meg is a beautiful young lady. But truthfully speaking, there are many women walking around daily who are equal to or quote unquote better looking than her. But that's not what this is about. Klay very well may have wanted the experience of Meg Thee Stallion, and he got what he wanted out of the situation, and he decided to move on. He did not give her a commitment. He did not give her a ring. They were playing house. But ladies, this is what playing house gets you. You have to be intentional. You have to have standards. You have to maintain your standards. Every time that you give a man a discount, he is going to take full advantage of it. He's going to start creating his own coupons. So I said all that to say, stop bashing Klay Thompson. This should be a teachable moment for all the women out there who are like, ooh, even Meg Thee Stallion is getting cheated on. Even Cardi B is getting cheated on. But what type of standards are they upholding? Because let's look at Cardi B. We know that Offset cheated time and time again, and she continued to take him back. She continued to discount her own worth. And he started printing out his own coupons. We have to be smarter. Men are not difficult creatures. If you don't know men, then I advise you to get with a man that can give you his honest opinion and tell you where you're going wrong. But we can't bash all men and say all men are the same or all men are dogs when we are not, as a whole, women, we are not upholding our standards. Many of us don't even have standards. Now, again, I'm not sitting here from a judgment seat, but I've learned some things along the way and over the years. And if you want different outcomes, different results, then we have to start doing some things differently. Stop giving yourself so freely to someone thinking that if you give him all you got, then he's going to put a ring on your finger and walk you up the aisle or take you to the justice of the peace. Stop playing house. Establish boundaries, maintain them. And if a guy is not living up to those expectations, then you cut him loose. All right, that's it. I'm headed into the gym.